Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is not going to be for everyone, so I am going to take just a brief 20 seconds to describe who this video is for. That way you guys know whether you should watch it or not. So this is a video for those who have a desire to work with people to help them heal their relationship with food. If you are someone who is fascinated by eating challenges but want to go above and beyond, or I should say want to go deeper than just telling people what to eat, then this video is for you. I'm going to share what I have done to be able to step into the career path that I have now and create the business that I have. If you have any interest in helping people on this path of recovery and helping them discover a beautiful relationship with food, body, and movement, then this is probably going to be of big interest of you, because I'm going to share the juicy deets on exactly how I built my business and came to have the impact in the world that I have been able to have. So if that is not you, if you're not in a place where you're desiring to help other people and to build a career doing this type of work, then yeah, you can probably just sign out now. But if that does interest you, then definitely stick around. All right, a little backstory here before we get going so I can kind of show you kind of how I ended up where I am now. So I developed multiple eating disorders when I was younger. I dealt with anorexia, orthorexia, and exercise addiction. No matter what label you give it, pretty much I had a very troublesome, abusive, obsessive, manipulative relationship with food. And I remember when I was about, I think I was probably about 19, 20 years old. This is years into my history of eating disorders and disordered eating. And I was finally at that point that I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was very, very unhappy with my life. It's hard to be happy when you're stuck in such a strong kind of energy of restriction. And I remember just not being able to sleep, mainly because I had chronic insomnia at that point. But specifically this night, I just wasn't able to sleep because I was like, I want to figure this out. Like, I just want to be able to have a beautiful relationship with food and to be able to just eat naturally and effortlessly. And so I remember I opened up, I had a little Chromebook at that time. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I turned on the light, I opened up my Chromebook, and I type in how to have a good relationship with food. And it was in that late night search that I stumbled upon something that was going to change my life forever. And I'm not saying that lightly. I think if I really go back and I look at my life, I can really pinpoint that moment as being a moment that radically changed the trajectory of my life and has impacted me and who I am today in such a big way. So I Googled this, right? How to heal your relationship with food. And on the screen popped up a video from a guy named Mark David. And he was talking about how to really heal your relationship with food in a way that I had never heard it being talked about before. I think the number one thing that I really appreciated as I was watching these videos and reading his articles online and listening to his podcast, I really appreciated that I didn't feel shame for being someone who has an unhealthy relationship with food. I felt very seen and heard, and he was saying things like, your relationship to food, this troublesome relationship to food, is really an invitation for you to grow and to heal and to become a better person. And this was the first time that I had heard things like this, which I know kind of seems absurd and insane, but mind you, I'm someone who had gone to traditional therapy and dietitians and treatment centers, and I'd done all of these things, and and I'm not labeling everyone as this who works in this field, but I felt like my experience of it when I was younger and being put in these things was just this feeling of, oh my gosh, how dare you, you're stuck in an eating disorder, you're so bad, this is such a, awful thing, and you're doomed. That was kind of the energy I got. And then to be listening to this man share that this is a beautiful invitation for me to step into a higher version of myself, it was like, wow, it got me to view things in such a different way. And so I ended up literally like that whole night, like I said, like I dove into everything, his podcast, his blogs, his writing, everything. I was kind of obsessed with this work, with this body of work that he has that was really explaining food and body challenges and issues in such a different way than I had seen anywhere else. I love this quote from Mark that says, "Our eating challenges have an amazing way of making us human. They ask us to look at ourselves. They ask us to dive deep into our life, to see what's going on, to notice what's happening in our own heart and soul, and to make adjustments and corrections that are in alignment with the highest expression of who we are as human beings." I love this quote too that he has about dieting. It says, "Dieting teaches us to not eat. Yet so many of us need to learn the beautiful lesson of how to be an eater in this world, how to welcome food and embrace all that it means to be a human being who is intelligently designed to eat." I ended up ordering his book, Nourishing Traditions and the Slow Down Diet, and both of those books, like, I still have on my bookshelf today, because that book just had so many juicy insights and really helped me heal my relationship with food a lot. Now, let me explain who Mark David is, and then we'll dive into how I became who I am now, and this all will kind of make sense in a second here. As a young medical student, Mark quickly realized that there was a profound gap between his nutritional training and the kinds of daily struggles he saw many people experiencing around food and body. He recognized early on in his professional life that understanding the psychology of eating was key to helping people create the kind of nourishing, supportive relationship with food and body they so eagerly desire. Mark earned his MA in psychology at Sonoma State University and went on to originate the field of eating psychology, the very field he had wished to study as a young medical student, but simply did not exist at the time. So Mark David is a visionary in the field of eating psychology. He is someone who has worked in the field of psychology and nutrition for over 4 decades, and he was seeing that there was a big there was a big something missing. He was saying, that he would like give these people who would come to work with him like this nutritional advice, and it would sound all great and everything, but he realized like no one's really doing it, and like people aren't able to just change their diet like that and start eating in a different way. And he realized that there's something bigger and greater going on when it comes to someone's relationship with food and how that impacts their behaviors around what they are eating. And most importantly, he did a lot of work really understanding how your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and all of that play into someone's health and their ability to digest and assimilate food. Mark says, nourishment is not just nutrition. Nourishment is the nutrients in the food, the taste, the aroma, the ambiance of the room, the conversation at the table, the love and inspiration in the cooking, and the joy of the entire eating experience. And so he took nutrition and he was like, I'm going a deeper level here. I need to really understand people and their relationship with food to help people get to a healthier place. He understood that he couldn't just give someone a meal plan, that a relationship with food was way more intimate than that. And that we had to go to the root cause of why someone would have an unhealthy relationship with food, why they would get caught up in diet culture, why they would want to restrict and starve themselves, or why they would want to get caught in the cycle of binge, and restrict. Like, what was spurring that? He didn't want to just tell people you need to sit on your hands and, force yourself to not eat if you get that feeling of I need to binge, right? He wanted to understand, what is this cycle of the restrict binge cycle? What is prompting this? Let's get to that instead of giving these band-aid solutions. And again, this was work that was just, to me at the time, it was like, whoa, I had never really understood that that was something that was needed for me. Because again, I'd gone to all these traditional approaches where it's like I worked with a dietitian and she was like, well, here, Chloe, you need to be eating this many grams of carbohydrates at every single meal with this, this many ounces of fats, and the fat should be this, this, and this, and blah, blah, blah. And like, that's what I was given to heal from my eating disorder. But that wasn't helping. And if anything, it made me more obsessed with food. And so diving into the work of Mark David helped me start to see this whole thing of me healing my relationship to my body, to food, this thing that gives me life in such a different way. So I just became super excited about diving into his work. And after really implementing everything that I started learning, I started seeing a big shift and change in my mentality around food, which was positively impacting my health. And so I went back onto Mark's website and I saw that he had a certification program to become a mind-body eating coach. And I just knew from that second, I was like, this is what I am meant to do. I got this feeling earlier, I'm not gonna lie. I got this feeling probably when I was 14, when I started developing anorexia. I remember being like, this sucks, I hate this. My life is going to be figuring out how to get myself out of this and then helping other women figure out how to get themselves out of this. So I already knew that my trajectory for like my career when I grew up was gonna be helping people in the field of ED recovery. And that was very clear to me, but I was one, still heavily stuck in it myself, and two, had absolutely no idea or qualifications or certifications or anything to be able to do that. So at this point in my life, I'm 20 years old. I was a little bit older at that point. I was ready to really start thinking about career. And I see this program from Mark and was like, I need to do this. So I remember one day running into my mom's room and being like, Mom, I figured out what I want to do with my life. Now, this was the time in my life where I was thinking about college, and I was really getting pressured by my parents and by just society about like, you need to go to university, you need to get a degree and like, figure out what you want to do. And I struggled a lot with it because I was like, I don't think university has what I want, what I truly desire. And when I read this program about learning how to be a coach to help other people go through this whole journey of healing their relationship with food, I was like, this is what I want to do. Now, I did end up going to school. I got my bachelor's of science in public health. But I knew that that wasn't going to lead me in the direction that I wanted to go, and I knew that this was the program I wanted to do. So I think it was about 2 years later, I ended up doing the certification program through the Institute for the Psychology of Eating and became a mind-body eating coach. And let me just pause right here for a second and just thank Mark David for the work that he's done. Getting teary-eyed here. That certification program changed my life. Radically changed my life. It was in that program that I really learned on a very deep level how to heal my own relationship with food. He helped me see my body and life, like capital L life, this big thing called life, in such a different, beautiful way. In a way that allowed me to step into healing instead of stepping into fear and anxiety and more control and more restriction. When I had first found Mark David in the Institute for the Psychology of Eating, I thought that the work was really powerful. A lot of his free content was like, wow, this is really life-changing. And I didn't think that it could go much deeper than it did. But it did. It exceeded my expectations literally so much. This program just went above and beyond what I thought like I could have ever learned when it comes to like body and nutrition and health and what it means to be healthy and how to actually step into health. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't think it could go as deep as it did, but it did. And it was in that depth that I really had a lot of things start to click for me. I'm gonna share with you guys more about this program because that's why you're here. I said in the beginning of the video, this video is for those of you who want to create a career or who want to just create impact in the world, helping people heal their relationship with food. So I want to introduce you to this program so that you guys can decide if this is something that you want to do for yourself. So this is an 8-month-long certification program that can be done from anywhere in the world. I think Mark has had people get certified in over 60 different countries. The certification allows you to work worldwide with anyone, okay? So you can be in Europe, you can be in South America, you can be in the United States, you can be in all these different places, and you can be qualified to work with people in this capacity, which is absolutely amazing, especially because I was like, I have no idea where I'm gonna end up. Like, I'm half French, I could end up in Europe, I could end up like anywhere in the States. I couldn't have a program that not only restricted me to just to staying in the United States, but some programs restrict you to the actual state. So if you get certified in California, that's it, you're certified in California, and like you're not certified anywhere else. And I couldn't have that. I needed to be certified worldwide, especially because I wanted my impact to be worldwide, which it has been. I've worked with over 500 people. I mean, I think I probably actually am with my course now, getting over 600 people that I've helped. And I have worked with people from Finland, from Germany, a lot from Germany actually, a lot from the UK, from Australia, New Zealand, Guatemala. I've worked with someone from Costa Rica. We've had tons in the United States, obviously, from Canada, from like all of these places around the world. I've been able to work with these women, and it's been really, really amazing to know that like my message is not just being in my one little hometown, but it's being spread across the globe. Now, what is in this training? Well, first off, I want to read you what Mark said about the training right here. He said, if your goal is to learn how to design meal plans for specific conditions, this isn't the training for you. These days, nutrition information is abundantly available for free on the internet. As we see it, the job of a coach is to help clients reap the benefits of all that information by learning how to actually apply it. Coaches are here to help clients get unstuck and to help uncover the root cause of their unwanted eating challenges. That's when the magic starts to begin. So right from the get-go, Mark David is stating, hey, this program is for you if you want to get to the root cause of someone's eating issues and not just simply give them a meal plan because, hey, guess what? A meal plan doesn't work for people, which is why a lot of people, after going and seeing just, nutritionists and dietitians, they end up still being in a very blocked place because they're simply just being told what to do and they're not being seen as a human being, and all the traumas and the emotions and everything that they are carrying into their relationship with food. And that is key here, and that is what you learn in the training. Mark David says he's found the missing ingredient. So he says this about the whole program. Traditional approaches to healthy living leave out the missing ingredient: dynamic eating psychology. That's the key to conquering the battles of overeating, binge eating, endless dieting, and the myriad of related health consequences. I know that that's a bold statement, but I've spent the better part of 30 years researching why it's true. In a nutshell, our entire approach to food is seriously flawed. He then goes on to talk about the program. He says, I'll tell you about the missing ingredient in a bit, but first I want to share with you some good news. The Institute for the Psychology of Eating is now enrolling students for our groundbreaking Eating Psychology and Mind-Body Eating Coach certification training, the most advanced certification training of its kind. It provides you with the skill set and confidence to build a lucrative business, solving the most common and compelling eating concerns shared by so many people. The Institute's Mind-Body Eating Coach certification training is a premier professional program that enables health practitioners to finally help others master their health, fitness, and eating challenges while making a great living. In our Mind-Body Eating Coach certification training, we put current findings and research from neuroscience, psychology, and nutrition to work in our protocols and strategies. We train our practitioners to help catalyze much-needed breakthroughs with our clients. So there are multiple different modules in the training. You dive into body image issues, weight, digestive issues. The digestive issues module was fascinating, and that is the stuff that is in there that, by the way, has nothing to do with food. We don't talk about food in there. The things that I learned in that digestive module were the things that actually helped me heal my digestive issues. And again, it wasn't a detox, it wasn't a diet, it was understanding the psychological components of digestion and how important it is to work on the psychosomatic and not just, are you eating more sauerkraut? You learn a lot about the masculine and feminine approaches to food and nutrition. You learn a lot about immunity and binge eating and, restrictive diets and all of that. You learn how to help people process through any and all of their eating challenges. And Mark has such a beautiful way in helping you understand how to be a good coach, how to call someone up into their power, and how to really create a safe space for them to open up. So you learn how to be a space holder in this program. You learn the type of questions to start asking people, how to be inquisitive about what's really going on for them so that you guys can uncover together the root cause of why they're eating in a certain way that is not supporting them. And again, this is the information that I have utilized to help me be very successful at what I do. I have helped so many women not only recover their period back, but step into a very healthy, beautiful relationship with food in their body. I've helped so many women reach that place of absolute full recovery. And it's because of this training and how I learned how to help people through this whole process. And so the reason why I'm creating a video for this right now is because IPE comes out with trainings 2 times a year, and they're coming out with a new training October 20th, I believe is when it starts. So October 20th, 2022 is the next training that they have. And if you are someone who is like, I kind of want to do this as a career, I really want to learn how to help people, and or I want to dive into how to better learn how to understand my own body, my own relationship with food, then I invite you to apply to the program and to start the training in October. There's an application link down below in the description box to this video where you'll find the application. Please go ahead and put Chloe Murdoch as the referral name, because then I will see on my back end that you joined the course, and I'll be able to reach out with you and help support you on this journey of learning how to become a coach and build your business. And that's just like so fun to me. So definitely make sure that you don't forget that part. That way I know that you have started the program. I am an affiliate with IPE. I have zero shame in saying that. They have a referral program for their people who have gone through the program and who thoroughly enjoyed it. You're able to refer people out. So 100% transparency. Yeah, I'm an affiliate with them because I want to be, because they're amazing and they changed my life, and I literally could cry about it at any moment of the day at how powerful this program has been for me. So of course I want other people to experience this. I invite you to do your research into this program, to start listening to a lot of the podcasts and a lot of the YouTube videos and everything that Mark David has, to get a feel for if this is the type of training and program that you are really desiring and that you're really craving and wanting. And if it is, then amazing. I can't wait for you to experience this, and then I'm so glad you found this video and you're able to learn about IPE. If you have any specific questions about it, or if you want to hop on a video call with me to learn more about it, then please send me an email at contact.flowwithchloe@gmail.com. I'm always more than happy to hop on a call with someone and to help answer any questions that they have about this training. I will do more videos, but this video has just been to introduce you guys to how I have done what I have done, which is create an amazing career, an amazing business that I absolutely love and adore. Like, this is how this has come to be. Was I did this training, I got the tools I needed to learn how to help support people through this journey, and then I started my business. And I started working with women, and it has been such a magical experience, and I personally couldn't be doing anything else with my life. And so if you are that type of person who's like, I don't think I can do anything else, I just want to help people with this, then again, apply to the program. It's amazing. It is well worth the investment. I mean, how many of us have spent way more money on getting a degree that we have ended up doing nothing with, and it's not leading us towards careers that we're truly passionate about. This is an investment. Yes, it's your business. You should be investing in your business. I can confidently say that I have made thousands of times more than what I paid for this program. And so it's an initial upfront cost. You can get on a payment plan with them, but this is giving you the tools to be able to build a business that can be quite lucrative. I have made way more than I was ever making in any other line of work that I was doing before, and the work is delicious, juicy work that I get to do. So it doesn't even feel like I'm working to make money. I am following my passion, and money is following. And so the investment was well worth it. And it's going to be necessary for you if you want to go down this path to have some kind of investment in some sort of coaching program and training and everything like that. You're going to need some sort of qualification to start working with people. And so, yeah. Again, the program's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. I'm going to end this video so it's not too long, but I'll do some more videos really diving into more of my thoughts about this training and this program. So thank you for listening, and again, send me an email if you have any questions. And if you do apply, make sure that you put my name, Chloe Murdoch, as your referral, and I will reach out to you and we'll discuss more about the program and how to start creating your business. All right, guys, I will see you in my next video.
Baby,